Unga bunga. Me am Cave Jack. Me am Build. How are you all tonight? Hey, everybody. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Arrow. Hey, Void Shadow. Hey, M11. Hey, Universan. Hey, Poncho Hamster. Hey, Will Kenner. Hey, Adam. Hey, Copperator. Hey, Mango. Hope I hit everybody. Okay. Goody, goody. Hey, Void Shadow. I'm doing all right. Today's been a pretty good day. Hey, Jack, what do you think about the newest crowbar build, the Ring? Ooh. Well, I did see the cinematic, or the, I don't know, I guess that's a cinematic. That stuff done by CLXXXIX. Oh my god. That stuff just knocks my socks off. I wish I could edit and make stuff on that level. But I know I'm not able. Maybe someday I'll be able to, but that day ain't today. Poncho Hamster, your editing is very much on that level. Feels like it anyway. And so, like, yeah, I would love to be able to edit that well. That would be amazing. And unfortunately, you know, I'm stuck with replay mod and the level of skill that I currently possess, etc., etc. So hey, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But CLXXXIX did say he was doing a Space Valk 3 related something or another. No idea what that'll look like or when it'll be done, but hey, that's cool. So who knows? Maybe I'll get a, I don't know, some sort of awesome video like what Poncho did out of it. That shit would be dope. Oh man. But yes, I saw the Ring and it just, oh man, it blew me away. The animation especially was so crisp. I wish I could see it in a world download, but obviously Crowbar's not giving that out, at least not to my knowledge. Odds are good he'll keep that a hot secret for a long time, till it's like compromised. It's probably somewhere in the depths of the end. How much you want to bet? Crowbar would be a madman to release it early. But yeah, oh man. His stuff is just superb. I think Crowbar has surpassed me. I really do. Oh, hey, Mike. Check the Discord meme channel. Okay. Why? Is there something bad in there, or is there something good in there, or... Oh, man. Don't speak about El Cayman that way just because he's from Mexico. Okay. Can't speak to everyone around here how I wish. That seems a bit unfair, don't you think? Kind of a cashback refund now worthy. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but sure. Whatever, man. Whatever, Mike. You get your cashback refund. I don't know who you'll get it from, but you get that cashback refund. And while you're at it, why don't you take your Karen hairstyle and go see the manager? Whoever that happens to be, I don't know. Who even would be the manager? Like Andrew? Me? Exotic Bunny? I don't know, man. Also, how you're moderating now. Ah, okay. Well, you better moderate yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, Mike. I'm coming for you. It was made with 3D animation. Some of this... Oh, yeah, I know. I know that's how a lot of the effects were done. Not sure what type of like software and experience I would have to like earn and work up, but god, that would be something if I could do that. I don't even know how long it takes to make that type of stuff. Like, it's already time consuming enough as it is to make regular videos. I don't want to think about how long it took X-Ray and them to do stuff about the Ring. One ring to rule them all, one black hole to find them. Okay, so, as a bit of a recap of where we are on this. The Ring is older than Space Valk 3. It shouldn't be. I don't see how. Didn't Crowbar join in 2018? Or 2019? Scares you when he gave you base chords? Oh man, yeah, I forgot. Well, I'm just doing that to scare you, man. Anyway, so in this particular building. We've gotten this upper up to basically the full up to here finished. So that's like one leg, and then I just copied it over to here. And so the next middle leg is the one I'm currently working on. If it is that old, wonder how large it is. Oh yeah, I know. He joined in 2016? What? How? Hey, Caleb. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask him if he's around how old the ring is. Mother of All Keeps is from 2017. Okay. Well, still, it can't have been that old. I don't know. Crowbar is lucky that he just gets to play 2B2T all day or something without having to think about it or worry about it. I'd be too worried to play 2B2T all day long. Oh yeah, and Universe, and as for your proposed idea, I'm still kind of like not certain. If other people like Joey Coconut and maybe, I don't know, some other really good builders are there, I might chip in. It depends. If they're willing to like make it worth our while. I wish it would update. Honestly, I really do. I wish 2B2T would just update. That way the decision could be basically made for me by necessity. Because that would be snap. But as it is, nah, I don't know. I'm going to be sinking a lot of time into Constantium. So I'm not really sure what to expect. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to make a everybody's favorite spiral staircase. Everybody's favorite style of elevation. The peak of the end of 5 islands, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the 6 years in the Senate was learning how long he's been on the server and not how old the build is. Ah, okay. That would make more sense because, yeah. I've been doing shit for way longer than Crowbar on 2B2T. And it wouldn't make sense for there to be like a build that has somehow evaded all of the crap that has come down the pipe since 2017. Like, that just feels otherworldly, you know? Like, oh yeah, Crowbar has a secret base that has lasted for 6 years on 2B2T so far. Like, no, I don't think anybody has that. Especially not post NoCom and, you know, post just all these exploits. Chunk finding, like the post chunk finding world. Chunk trailing is an unholy mess. I'm so happy that it's patched in 1.19. That's another reason why I wish it would just update to 1.19 so that the decision would be so much easier to make. There'd be less worry of you getting found, too. Less trouble in being secretive. Hey, Jay's not cool. How are you? Will Constantium streams be a thing? Probably not, because I don't want someone actively... Maybe once we've terraformed our island and have made it, like, what we want it to look like, we could probably go from there. But that's going to be a while. I could press pause on the Constantium Chronicles series for a hot minute, for like a month or two, and do all the terraforming in that amount of time. And then we come back to it and I could occasionally stream Constantium. Because then we'd have all the terraforming finished. But that's like iffy. Because Alpha was like, Jack, I really don't want you streaming at the base. Because like, I've got a no texture rotation resource pack. Yeah, anti-texture made for, well, don't worry about that. And this prevents block rotations. So as long as I hide my HUD, I can pretty reliably, you know, hide where I am. So there's no, where's a good, Oh, I know. Let me pop into hardcore for a brief instance, and I can show you what I mean. Server does not send new chunk pat. Yeah, exactly. It's easier to see down. Oh wait, actually up here. Oh god, my render distance is too high. I'm gonna have to go back to Space Valkyrie. But yeah, you can see how smooth and how straightforward all of the there we go. Much better. Okay. Yeah, you can see how, like, it's just, I've got all of this crap straightened out. So exploiting where I am will be extremely difficult. That, and from Chrome Crusher, who has been advising us, rather. Chrome Crusher said that so far there's no 1.19 tools for, like, figuring stuff out, like terrain generation and other things of that nature. There's a MIDST for finding biomes and chunk base for finding structures and stuff, but nobody's really cracked the terrain generation for 1.19 because everybody's been on 1.12 for so long. Of course, that's the sort of thing that could change at the drop of a hat. So, really doesn't matter. Just that, for now, it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and break this, because now I've got a quarter's worth of my... Yeah, that'll work. I haven't done a spiral staircase in a hot minute. Oh shit, Alpha's still talking to old Chrome Crusher? Yeah. It's weird. When Alpha makes friends, he tends to, like, not grow distant from them, if that makes sense. Oh wait, shit. I'm copying this from the wrong place. So yeah, basically Alpha consulted with Chrome about a lot of the stuff that was going on regarding, like, Constantium updating and what we can do to keep ourselves safe and stuff of that nature. And he's been pretty good about finding out about this or that. But the thing of it is, especially... Oh, damn it. Undo. Oh, no. Oh, I just suddenly realized something. Yeah, this is a top slab. This is a bottom slab. These are out of sync, so I can't use... Yeah, that's a bottom slab, so this would be a top slab. Yeah, I can't use these. Oof, I've got to continue the pattern. So instead of every quarter, it's every half turn will be in sync. Okay. Well, that's annoying. But anyway, so, yeah, just trying to keep us safe and keep everybody, you know, keep us, you know, the usual. We don't want any trouble. You know what I mean? And, yeah, Chrome's been very good about helping us in that regard. He even made a anti-rotation texture pack, or a resource pack, or whatever the hell they're called now. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Okay. Let's get back there. Oh, hey, Arabella, how are you? New chunks is patched forever, but new chunks can be traced with load speed, flowing water, lava mob spawnings. Ooh. Well, I mean, I imagine some of that is the sort of thing you could use. I don't know. It's, it is what it is. I suppose there will never truly be a 100% fix for new chunks, but it would be nice if there was. Here's that. Bases will become significantly harder for chasers to find. Wonderful. Yes, that is the truth so far, MK Incendio. The problem is, while paper seems to be really on it... Okay, yeah, I recovered my train of thought from thinking about the staircase. So what I was saying was, Chrome has been good about figuring stuff out, but that he says that the paper team has been really, really good about unscrewing things that were otherwise messed up. So, like, a lot of things like new chunks no longer work. Book hacks and stuff of that nature no longer work. There are lots of little things that people may not know about, but that's just a matter of experimentation. We'll see. You know, it could be that, like you said, University, it's more of a sleuthing kind of thing, and less of I have a client modification that will just straight up tell me where things are. That kind of thing. It may not matter. Who knows? Okay, so that's a top slab. And this is a top slab. Okay, good. My patterning should work. Hey Ace, how are you? GPT over was only 0.02% generated. Wow. That's wild. Oh, crap. Actually, well, no, I'm not gonna bother. I will, I'm gonna go out here and touch this up. There we go. I don't want this part in here. Have to be in them for that, oh, okay. Moving in not old chunks equals new. New way to just, I don't know. I don't know, Stone. I'm not familiar with how all that stuff even really worked in the first place. I just know that new chunks were very easy to distinguish, and now that's basically not doable in the old-fashioned. Exactly what it will look like, who knows. Oh. Here we go. What's the dimensions on this build, Darkuma? It's 1075 by 1075. Oh, damn it. What did I get wrong? Was I not standing in the right place? Nope. Undo. It's right here. There we go. Now then, you're doing okay building on your little town. Okay, good. Good, good. I'm glad you're building on that place again. Or on something again, I guess. I hope you build on your castle still, Arabella. I like that place. GPT overworld, which is 0.2% generated. Yeah. That's crazy. The end will probably be the safest dimension. Maybe. I like the new generation in the overworld, and I want the extra height, so that's why I'm all in the overworld. Like, everybody immediately assumed, Jack must be in the end, but no. I'm not really, like, interested in building in the end for a good long while. After, you know, having stuck on this place for so long, I'm very much, like, tired of the end. Oh well. It's not the end of the world, no pun intended. Just that it's so... Oh man, I'm sick of the drab. The end is just like... Ugh. It's cool, but like, I don't know. I feel like I've done too much end-related stuff over the years. I wanted a break from it. Oh, and I also told Alpha I wasn't building with quartz, and he said, what? Jack, are you feeling okay? And I'm like, yeah. What makes you think I was feeling bad? And he's just like, but you've never not built with quartz. And I'm like, yeah, but I've changed my mind. I want to do something new. And he was just like flabbergasted that that's a choice that I made. As though I can't change my mind, you know? But hey, whatever. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Let's get some glass here. Working on a shelf and just dropped a nail. Has it vanished into alternate? Oh, I hate that. Oh my god, I hate that so much. You're working with something small and you drop it and it vanishes into oblivion and you're just like, well, I guess I just have no choice but to find a new one or give up on the entire project. Okay, I'm gonna round out the edge on this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It feels like this is too square. Common paper W. Yeah, apparently. Paper has gotten very on the ball. When, especially like exploits and dupes. A lot of people were like, why is there no dupe? It's 1.19. This is a brand new version. Why can't we dupe? And I'm like, you do realize 1.19 has been sussed to hell and back, right? Like, of course there's no dupes. Everybody who has had the chance to break it and get their hands on it has already done so. And so anything, you know, figured out will have naturally been taken care of. And I hate to tell you all this, but it's going to be the same way if 2B2T updates. That's the same situation. Like, you're not going to see any exploits. In fact, it'll probably be even more restrictive on 2B2T compared to Constantium. But that's just how it is. Pay attention, you know, Jack is getting tired of the end, but he wants to build the overworld. We will know when he's doing something end-related again. Yeah, it'll be many, many years from now. Just because I'm so sick of seeing the same drab end background. Saw it fall under the bed? Note, it is not under the bed. Oh my god. It must be up under something. Hey, little bees, what am I building? I'm building Space Valk 3. One of my famous, famous, I don't know how famous it really is, but it's something I'm known for. Space Valk 3 is an old base. It's almost 6 years old now. Oh man, this place is rapidly approaching 6 years old, guys. And yes, we are on episode 189. 2 years of streaming, and we've almost covered 200 episodes. Crazy, isn't it? I imagine I'll be doing this pretty well until the end of the year. I hope to be done by the end of the year, but I'm not making any promises. We'll see, though. We'll see. I want to remain optimistic, you know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could be perfectly fine. We could be here only a few more months, and it'll all be. I don't know. As you can see, Jack, you changed your username. Oh my God, you did it, Cooperator. Why did you do it? How could you? Monster. Oh yeah. So that Offtopia stuff that he linked me. So right after stream, Saturday evening, Offtopia shoots me a message out of the blue, and he's like, "Why do you associate with Orson? Blah 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 blah." And I'm like, no comment. And I was like, "Oh my God, was he watching my stream?" Because I mentioned Offtopia, and we were talking about all the AI generated stuff, and I was just like, yikes. But no, it never turned to that, so I don't think he did, but it scared the hell out of me. But yeah, no, I associate with people who I think are at least entertaining enough to be associable, and they're not outright assholes to me. Okay, let's put some light here. Ooh, I like that. Can you have creative mode on your server? At the last day of the server, everybody will. So don't worry about it. Is it due to the Midnight Council? Yeah, probably that. You know, he's fifth column. Fifth column have ruffled a lot of feathers. And people just... they do and say whatever they feel like they can to tear other people down. And yeah, no, I'm just... I associate with those whom I think are at the very least fun enough to associate with. And it's not like the worst thing in the world to talk to them. And if you're nice and cordial to me and you're interesting, I'll talk to you. I don't care. I'm not some elitist bastard who believes in, you know, you got to be pure and clean as the wind-driven snow or else you're, you know, you're dead to me. Like, that is such a prickish, elitist mindset. And so many people these days have that. Like, if you're not exactly XYZ, then I must cut you off and cancel you 5-ever. And it's just like, you're going to burn so many bridges and make so many people unnecessarily upset for your own ego's sake. Like, there is such a thing as just simply opting out of whatever and going, no, I'll sit this one out. Or, I don't feel comfortable about this. I'll talk to you later. Like, the great famous Marcus Aurelius said, you have in your head the right to remain neutral in any conflict or idea. You know, you have the option always to have no opinion on something. You can be neutral and just not take sides. There is nothing wrong with that. Which is hilarious because there are lots of people today who want to argue against that idea. That you must pick a side, and if you don't, you're evil. Or some dumb shit like that. And it's like, that completely defeats the point. So I try to not, like, enable that mindset. Let's stack this 10 without air. No. Let's stack this 20 without air. And yeah, there are a lot of people like that, especially in the 2B2T sphere, who are like, ooh, how dare you hang out with that person? How dare you talk about this? How dare you blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, get over it. You can't control what other people think or say. Just get over it. And there are a lot of people in real life that need to learn that lesson too, but sadly will not. There we go. Oh well, what can you do? How to get in an echo chamber, exactly. Exactly. Am I friends with Autopia? I'm more loose associates. I know him, I've talked to him, he's not like the worst person in the world. Just that the ideas of people who think, well, such and such is bad, so you must be bad if you hang out with them. The guilt by association crowd. That's the worst. Like you said, oh god, who said that? Like you said, the link. That's a good way to get shut up into an echo chamber. I try to not do that. It's not a good idea. It's always good to hear people's ideas, if nothing else. Oh, hey Leo, good evening. Hope you all are doing well, those of you first joining us. Fucking hell, this is why you're so happy to be neutral pretty much in everything. Yep. You're always on the wrong side no matter what stance you take. Yep. Yep. Because the opposite side will always treat you as the scum of the earth if you have an opinion that runs counter to theirs. And it's like, no one can expect any sort of peace anymore simply because of that mindset. And it's just like, well, what do you expect everybody to do? Become warlords overnight? Like, that's silly. You can't make war with the world just because your ideas don't necessarily gel with everybody else's. I don't know. Those who say you must pick a side are X-Laws from Shaman King. Oh. Good guys actually back. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. There are a lot of types like that out there. The good guys, but not really. Okay, let's stack this 20. Oh, fuck. Undo. That is the folly of the human condition. We believe ourselves to have things that we don't actually have. A right to this, or an idea, or an assertion of that. And it may not hold water. But good luck telling some people that. Most people are chilling under that facade. Have you talked to the fox? I haven't seen the fox in years, man. And no, that does not make me a drug user just because he did drugs and bragged about it. The fox was an idiot anyway. He got put in jail last I heard. Though I don't know if he stayed there or not. I don't know. He lived in Sweden from what I understand. So like their drug laws are all over the place. So I don't know. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Don't do drugs, kids. Okay. Let me put that there. One block up from there. Whoops. One block up from there. Okay. Oh. There we go. Try your best to act less of a child. Most people your age. Good. Good. You always should try to be at least a little bit better than your peers. Oh, hey, Mew, you're going to start making music. I don't have any past experience with music, no. I can sing only through tons of practice. And that's it. I know nothing about music. I've always dreamed of learning, but, like, I've just never had the time. Oops. Oh, that was smooth. One of the quartz pillar. There we go. So, yeah, if you can learn how to do music, man, that is something else. Like, I respect to you, Mew. If you can do that, you probably do anything. Okay. I want... What would be good? 2, 3... Okay, I think that about does it. That's a good round, sort of rotund shape. What a Jacktherippa moment that was. What was? I was referencing your earlier statement about how hanging out with didn't necessarily make you bad. Oh, well, yeah, you were talking about, but you said the fox. You should have said Offtopia. Then I would have gotten what you meant. But yeah, I understand what you mean. Associating with people like that doesn't necessarily make you what they are. Though there are those who would think that it does. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, what kind of music are you doing, or thinking of doing, Mew? What are your favorite genres? You should be able to nothing like Gen Z or Alpha. Yeah. Yeah, try to rise above. If you're a Gen Z person, try to rise above the rest of Gen Z. If you can. Try to not be so badly Gen Z. Okay. Rotate 90. Not an easy task, I realize, but it is definitely one worth doing. What does Offtopia B build? I'm sure he does on 2B2T a little. I couldn't tell you where or what. I don't really care, to be honest, either. So it's not really something I'm that curious about, but it wouldn't shock me to learn that he does. Okay, let's go out and refine this shape a little bit. this middle portion. What do I think of said suggestions I said in DMs? Oh, you wanting to, I see. I'm not 100% certain about that, Universal. I'm very kind of like, I don't know. In general, I'm just like, I've got enough irons in the fire as it is. I'm not against the idea, but I'm not like able to be 100% on board with it either. Doing stuff is just like, if stuff happens, like it's kind of it has to get in line. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say this, but like most events, most things, if it's not like a one-off, yeah, most things are just gonna have to get in line. Because at least with the Midnight Council, that was a, you know, yeah, it was about 2 weeks, 3 weeks long, but it wasn't like a super long engagement. Whereas what you're proposing is way more trouble and way longer and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. You know, we'll see. Only a small portion of the age group and complaining about get it to nowhere. In fact, you view it as a trademark, apparent characteristic of Gen Z. Do something else to show you're not like the rest. Yeah, probably. You may find that Gen Z becomes one of the more successful generations in a hot minute, simply because as kids you all were told you were bad because of this, that, the other. And it wasn't necessarily true. Just that that's the notion that has been sold to you. And so you all may spend a good portion of your lives trying to not be what has come to be associated with you. In which case, if you all become better because people didn't like you, that might end up being, you know, your saving grace, ironically. Uh-oh. Am I in the right spot? Yes. Okay. No, I'm not in the right spot. Damn it. So yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you how things will turn out, man. Comedy from the 90s was gold. Oh, I know, Void Shadow. I know. What about Poncho? Ani, basically, you want to finish going through the process, making beats, using other instruments to make songs, you get it through others. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a good place to start. Let's see here. Only a small portion of the age group is that bad. Yeah, good point. Every time you try to be different from the rest, everyone just jumps on you and says, no, you should be using what everyone else does. You can't be unique from the elite. Yeah, no. You gotta go against the grain no matter what people say, man. You have to be able to stand on your own merit and stand against those who are otherwise... They're probably jealous, to be honest. No better motivation for than someone telling you can't do it. Yeah, exactly. What's the topic? The topic is not being like the rest of Gen Z. Rise above being what people consider to be Gen Z. But of course, how do you do that, you know? And yeah, it's a matter of being able, and I think every generation has to do this, it's a matter of being able to stand for your own principles. And like every young generation, you don't really know what your principles are yet. Or at least you have a rough idea, but not a concrete idea. Or you're getting there, or maybe you're a little farther along than most. You know, whatever. Don't worry so much, you'll get there. Okay, speaking of getting there, how do I get this level to meet up with this level? Any suggestions? Where's this light source coming from? Okay, I killed it. There's a weird lighting bug. This game is still so very riddled with lighting bugs. Like, you would think they'd have gotten it down to a science by now, but I guess not. Okay. So, this central room... Oh yeah, that's another thing I did. I moved the entrance So the two legs here have their entrances on the sides here. Sort of off the beaten path. Covered up a little bit by this topiary. Kind of have to know it's there. Look for it. Anyway, so that's how you get into the sides over here. But the middle leg has its entrance off, not on the side, but on the main path here. That cuts through here. So now what do we make this room? That is a very good question. Let's clarify, what is everyone's interpretation of Gen Z? By and large, everybody believes Gen Z to be what they believe every young generation to be. Lazy, brain rotted, dishonest, or, like, not as good as us. And to be fair, I think that is true of every generation for a while, for a time. But then inevitably it stops being true because as a generation gets older and more experienced, they grow, they change, they evolve. The millennials. When's the last time you heard anyone disparaging the millennials? It's probably been a hot minute. The millennials were like associated with having, annihilated multiple different industries. And, oh no, we weren't doing this or we weren't doing that. And we were just so bad because of XYZ reasons. And it was stupid. It really kind of wasn't necessary. It didn't stop people from making articles and, shit-talking us, basically. It didn't stop people from doing that. And you know what ended up happening? It ended up not being true. For a time, it may have been true. But that times change. People change. The irony is, I think it was just the prejudice of the older generations bearing down on the younger one. And much like with the millennials, Gen Z is now in the hot seat. Well, don't think it'll stay that way. One day you guys will not be in the hot seat. You'll be where I am. And then you'll be looking on Generation Alpha with this mindset. Well, the Generation Alpha kids, they're browsing TikTok or they're browsing YouTube or they're not doing what we were doing as kids. Man, Generation Alpha has it so bad. But do they really? I don't know. I'm of the opinion that a lot of the criticism levied at Gen Z is extremely overblown and will fall by the wayside in 5 to 10 years' time. Much like it did with the millennials. Why? Because it wasn't really all that true. It was only partially true. Because every generation goes through this. Every generation's like this for a time. Because guess what? You're kids. And eventually, you stop being kids. Because that's the way life is. Not everybody's gonna mature at the same rate or anything. But that ultimately one day you all will be jaded adults like the rest of us. And it's probably okay to just not worry about it. Just be yourselves. See, that's the thing. People who are older, who have lost their youthful optimism, hate youthful optimism in others. They want everybody to be equally miserable. And that's just not right. And so maybe don't buy into every bit of criticism levied at your generation just because it's there. One day, you will be the old adults. You will be the jaded, old evil men and women who will be considered, the sun will have set on you, etc., etc. Like, nah. Your lives will still be as good as you make them. As you can reasonably make them. Don't worry about it so much. Constant drama, we're all lumps of flesh with bones. Yeah, exactly. Generational drama happens because people are a little envious of the youth. That is a very real thing. The amount of millennial women who attack Gen Z women because they're younger and prettier is just like, wow. And you're not allowed to talk about it or point it out either. Because if you do, you're sexist. Which is hilarious because, like, this is a tango women have done for literal generations. How dare you be youthful and young and pretty, and I'm not anymore. That kind of thing. And well, that is the cycle of generations. I don't see it stopping or changing anytime soon. You hate everybody equally, Dower. Well, you probably shouldn't hate anyone, honestly, but yeah. Gen Z will not know the joy of walking across town to find your friend isn't even home. But you met someone else along the way and they become... Oh, yeah. I don't know. Gen Z will have different experiences and a different sort of... You will never know the joy of type thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a way to move this. And also shorten this. I don't think I can have this be a 5x5. And yeah, Gen Z may not have certain experiences that millennials and the Gen X and others did. But, like, I'm fairly certain that is common among all generations. Like, how many people will have never known the Great Depression? Well, there's an entire generation of people who grew up in the Great Depression, and it drastically changed their outlook on life. But is that a bad thing? Probably not. So I don't know. I'd be willing to say that that's probably common, in that every generation will have a thing or an experience that the next generation will miss out on, be it because of economic or technological reasons or whatever. You know, that happens. How many people were born thousands of years ago who died before, you know, modern anything and missed out on things that you and I take for granted? And yeah, I pity those people for having not had an easier life like we have, but that it's out of my control. I don't really have a reason to be that worked up over it. Also, I just destroyed this entire setup that I had. Oh well, I'll just have to cut into it. But yeah, like, that's life. There are always going to be those things that, man, I really wish my kids could have enjoyed such and such. Like, yeah, would have been nice, but they will have experiences their children will miss out on too. So it's not that... It's sad, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, we all got that. So don't worry. Don't worry about being Gen Z. You'll make your lives whatever you make your lives. It'll be okay. Life will go on. It won't be as bad as everybody preaches it to be, because for some reason people love preaching doom and gloom, but they don't like preaching optimism and hope. And that's terrible. So, like, don't worry about it. It's easy to notice the bad, but I would be willing to bet there's just as much good out there. Due dates are a thing of the past? What? Oh, for work? Millennials will never how I was to get school. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I didn't have nearly the resources you guys do when it came to doing schoolwork and stuff. And yeah, I would have loved to have had it be that way. But I'm also not losing sleep over it either. Yeah, it wasn't that way, but do I begrudge anyone who got to take advantage of that? No, I don't really care. I've moved on. My life is okay. I don't have to worry. See, that's the thing. That's the beauty of Marcus Aurelius's words. How he said you have the opportunity, or the option, rather, to remain neutral in your own head. That also means you have the opportunity to not have to hold a grudge and not have to care about the things you were slighted by life. Like, yeah, I had a harder time doing schoolwork as a kid. Yes, I didn't have the resources that a lot of the younger kids had growing up, the internet wasn't as intertwined with life as it has become. Yes, but yeah, that's probably fine too. I'm probably all right with that. I've learned to accept that it doesn't have to be, I don't have to care. I don't have to care about all the injustice of the world because I know that it's not within my power to change anyway. So because I don't have to care about all the injustice of the world, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to spend every waking moment obsessing over it. And as a result, I can actually live my life. And that I'm all right with that. And in the minds of a lot of people hearing that, I probably sound like an absolute callous, asshole. But that by not letting myself get bogged down in the things that I have no power to change, I'm actually probably better off. That's a hard lesson most people have not and will not learn. Freeze to death very peacefully. What? Holy shit, Bunny. What happened? Oh, hey, Bunny. Think you'll either retire and left South Carolina or home. Oh, okay, whatever. You do you, Mike. Hey, Cuboid. Yeah, it isn't. I know it isn't. You don't need to state that every time. Do the Hindu not have a live and let live attitude, Cuboid? I'm just curious. Oh, you have a job. Well, to be fair, Cuboid's job is probably to, only for me, a measly teenager, but honestly, it's just that's life. Yeah. True. You're not wrong, Rossetti. But anyway, yeah. His job is to constantly talk about Constantium. Even to those who don't know what it is. Okay. Let's copy that. No, I don't like that there. Undo. Let's go up a lot. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks pretty. Babe, wake up. You gotta show me your Cuboid biome. Oh god. Remember about hearing older gens complain about the future and now you get both sides. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's hilarious that people, the more things change, the more they stay the same. The youth of today are impetuous. They're reckless. They are quick to talk back to their elders. They're quick to disregard history. They're so bad about doing, those things that I don't want them to do. Gosh, what can we here in 4000 BC and I as Aristotle, what can we do to stop that? And when I heard that quote, and that it was from 4000 BC, and that Aristotle was the one who said it, I was just like, so this is just always how it's been. I see. And that it's actually not that important. Really, really puts you, makes your noggin jogging, doesn't it? Or gets your noggin jogging, I mean. Oh, for those of you wondering, that was a quote from Aristotle from thousands of years ago, basically describing the youth of today, which are exactly like normal people today. In other words, thousands of years later, nothing's changed. It's not actually that special that kids are, quick to talk back, or they're quick to, do this. They're rude, they're impetuous, they're presumptuous, they're this, that, the other. And it's like, yeah, and they've always been that way, and they'll probably always be that way, and that's just life. It's okay. Kids will be kids, exactly, Cuba. Find out what you like, do it in general. Yeah. Invest in NFTs. No, do not listen to Pancho. Do not invest in NFTs. I never imagined something more insidious would come out than NFTs in the internet age. I thought people were smarter than that. I really did. And I know, shame on me, but like, holy crap. Let me pay you money for a PNG that literally can just go poof tomorrow because the blockchain won't exist forever. Youth enter that phase at least once. It becomes a problem when they do not learn alternative mentalities and convince themselves to stick to... Yeah. Exactly, MK Incendio. Okay. You had fun at school overall? Well, good. I'm glad you did, Ani. Even if I'm sure you should have frozen to death somehow. Nanook of the North over here had fun at school. Oh god, Nanook of the North, that's a fucking dated reference. Nobody's gonna get that one. Quote about the youth of today was attributed to Socrates. I'm sorry. Not to Aristotle. I said, yeah, Socrates. Whoopsie. No proof of it? Well, I mean... I don't think there needs to be any proof of that one. Normally, yeah, you would need proof of something. But that... Especially for the fact that it doesn't really matter who said it because it's still the same. Like, nothing's changed. I think that's enough. Like, who cares who said it? They were wrong. They were right, but they were wrong. Like, nothing's changed. I would prefer it not matter. But that, yeah, okay, maybe Socrates was spewing venom for no reason. And that happens, you know. I think every generation's guilty of that, too. But... alas, such is life. Just remember the kid that said, Tristan is my wife who is their cringe joke. Oh, wow. Yeah, no doubt. They were probably a little ignorant, poor fool that will hopefully not remember saying that, because if they do remember saying that, when they get older, they will cringe to death. And, well, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Not really. School is for blue pillars? What? Well, now, you need to have some amount of schooling, even if... I'm just making fun of Ani because he lives in the frozen ass crack of the north. Man, I almost never catch your streams. It's so late. It's 5 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry, Andre. I mean, this is 8 p.m. for me, so it's prime time. But yeah, I get what you mean. It's not the most beneficial to those who live in Europe. And for that, I'm sorry, but, you know, no time will be the best time for everybody. I wish that I could do morning streams. That seemed to be, like, the fun time that everybody enjoyed. But sadly, the schedule was made to be broken. I don't make the rules, I just break them. 10 p.m. on the East Coast. Yeah, it's very convenient for most of the America bros. And, well, I mean, the necessity of convenience is what it is, so we will make do. Alright, good. I haven't overwritten anything that I didn't intend to. Yep, sun, moon, morning. Rose is your IRL name, putting yourself at risk, common name. Oh, well. I don't know. With that, A, Rose is a very common name. B, it's really just Rosetti. Like, unless you've already leaked additional IRL information elsewhere, there's really no dots to connect. And that's even assuming anyone would deem you important enough to connect the dots on in the first place. So, like, Like, yeah, if you're going to hang out on a place like 2B2T in 2011, 2012, yeah, okay, maybe don't use your IRL name. Maybe that's a dumb idea. But for the most part, your average person's perfectly fine using an IRL handle of some kind with their online internet stuff. Just so long as the circles they run in, they're conscious of what they are doing, you know? Don't do something silly like, you know, threaten the likes of Pop Bob. He'll mess with you until you cry uncle. But that Pop Bob, you know, people like him are very few and far between. They're actually not that common, even on the internet, as bad as people can be on the internet. Most people on the internet don't actually know what to do to dox people. They don't know how to do it. They aren't that concerned with it, you know. It's not that common to run into a doxing situation. And by that I mean your average person isn't going to dox you. They don't know how. They don't care how. It's not interesting to them. It isn't relevant to them. It really is just a handful of really, really reprobate, you know, fools and degenerates who do that shit. And they're doing it almost exclusively for clout. Notice how that's one of the first things that children, actual fucking children do when they get on 2B2T. It immediately devolves into a doxing war when someone slights them. Like, that is a childish mindset that not that many people have. Most people have grown out of that sort of thing. And, well, here's hoping. So I don't know. Pop-Up knows how to get even. Well, yeah, but Pop-Pop's a special individual with a lot of ties and understanding that most people don't have. Most people don't know how to use the internet to the fullest extent of their power. You know, they're only using 2% of their brains. And most people don't care about the internet to that degree anyway. So, that's probably for the best. Feels like titrating some HCL. Why? What does that have to do with anything, Ani? That's very weird. Very out of left field thing to bring up. Are you making a bomb, Ani? Titrating hydrogen chloride into sodium hydroxide? Is that supposed to be some sort of whistle? Perhaps a dog type whistle to tell your bomb making friends how you plan to blow up your school? Is that what you're gonna do? Should I report you to the federal booby inspectors? They might like to know that hydrogen chloride and sodium hydroxide are bomb-making materials. The molarity of your base was... Oh, wow. Damn, dude. You're gonna burn down the whole city. Just... What an absolute chat. He's telling you all how to make a bomb, and he ain't even bashful about it. God. How could I be half as cool as you, Realani? How do I be real as you? I'm telling you. These chemistry folk, we gotta keep them under lock and key. Close eye. Titrating. Yeah, titrating, that's code for packaging. You know, it's what they do when they plan on making explosive elements. Love drinking hydrochloric acid. I don't recommend that. Hydrochloric acid? No, it's hydrogen chloride. Shows what you know. It's only hydrochloric acid when it's dissolved in water. If it's in its gaseous form, then it's hydrogen chloride. Which I believe it is naturally a gas. It's only when it's in water that it becomes a strong acid. First, you must face negative 30-degree wind chill and face for 30 seconds. God damn. No, thank you. I would rather not freeze my nose off. You're just a mad lad, Ani. Oh. Oopsie doozy, I needed a glass block there. Or a sea lantern there, I mean. There we go. You think it's solid? Is it? I thought it was a gas. Is HCl a gas or liquid? It's a colorless, slightly yellow gas. I thought so, with a pungent odor. I thought that was it. No, you're thinking of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is naturally solid. If you don't dissolve it in water, it's solid. Comes in tablet or pellet form, depending on where you source it from. Yeah, I was about to say, like, those are both gases. There's no way that yields a liquid or a solid. They don't have enough molecular weight to be a liquid or a solid even. Chlorine and hydrogen. Chlorine is huge, but hydrogen is like absolutely tiny. So if chlorine is a gas, you know, you have to really add on tons and tons of different chemicals to get chlorine to become a solid. Because you just don't have enough density there otherwise. Electronegative elements do be that way. Have you noticed highly electronegative elements tend to be gaseous? Or lean toward gaseous configurations? Is that Housemaster from 2BGT? Yes, it is. Probably. One wayward pinch of potassium citrate, one errant twitch, and kablooey. Damn. What did he do? What did he make? How did he blow himself? Potassium citrate. What was he doing with that? Is it just like naturally unstable? I've not really studied potassium citrate. Jack, can we get some old school fit style Donkey Kong 2 OST? I can't play Donkey Kong Country 2 stuff, man. I wish, but I can't. If I played DK2, even for like Freeform Friday, I would get penalized so harshly because YouTube. Sarin gas. Yeah, I know, sarin gas. Boy, I sure love huffing sarin gas and having all of my limbs become rigid and paralyzed. Yes, it's a nerve gas. It is a nerve gas. It is not the nerve gas. I'm honestly surprised we've not had a biological weapons attack in a hot minute. Not to like jinx anything or anything, but like, I am low-key surprised we've not had one in recent memory. At least that we know of. I guess I always have to preface that with You know, I'm surprised we haven't had this happen, but, you know, that we know. Okay, and I want to join these up. Oh God, don't do that. Bad kitty. She clawed the bottom of my foot very lightly, and it tickled, and it startled the hell out of me. She just wants attention. She gives that poke of, pay attention to me. I thought a bug was biting me or something. Something was like trying to chomp on me or take a bite out of me. And when you're focused on block game, you don't think about the real life around you. The alien game, what now? Only problem is there are 800 alien games, it's hard to guess which one. What alien game are we talking? I've got a rant about fit in music. Okay, rant away, Jayhawk. I'd love to see it. Those streams where you could do anything or pass it. Yeah, think of the past now, I know. Jack has jinxed it. Oh, well, I hope not. But I also expected that. So if I've jinxed it, I've jinxed it. Oh well. It's not like I actually have control over the world and would therefore be responsible for any actual attacks. I'm not that good, man. Like, some Japanese viewer may have called me a tensai, but that doesn't mean I'm actually that good. That means genius, by the way. That's what the Japanese word in the title means, too, if you were wondering. I got called a genius by some dude who posted in Japanese, and I was like, oh my god, are you actually Japanese? And he's like, yes. And then he compared me to a bunch of people who I had to go look up. And I was like, wow, holy crap. And it was genuinely like, wow, I've moved a lot of people, is what he said, with my Minecraft stuff. And I'm like, are you serious? It's just Minecraft. So I don't know. I guess there's some truth to that. I still don't quite see how everybody is all like, yeah, this is amazing stuff, Jack. And I'm like, not really. But you all do whatever you want, I guess. Can't really fault you all for liking it if it's worth liking. Oh well. Bug giveaway? What? What bug? There's no bug. I don't have any bugs. What kind of gas he used with the pellets? Oh. I don't know. Wish he would have actually put the music he used in the description of most of his videos. He always half-asses it. Ah. I suppose with enough of the videos that Fit has made over the years, he has credited a lot of the music he's used, because he's used stuff from Octopath. He used stuff from, what's something that was pretty recent but really popular? Persona 5. He's used stuff from older RPGs like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, and some other stuff. Super Mario RPG. Like, there are a plethora of differing musical sources, all of which are usually quite old. I could usually tell you what they are or where they're from. Although I've noticed that Vincent and Sal are better at crediting what music they use than Fit is. You're not wrong on that one, Jayhawk. It's more a matter of, I think he's expecting everybody to kind of just be on the same page at this point. I don't know. I wish some sort of major overhaul to the copyright system would happen. That would, like, prevent as much maliciousness as is going on out on YouTube. So that I could use Donkey Kong Country music and the like and enjoy myself. That shit would be dope. And it not, like, cut into monetization. It would not, you know, ruin your channel people couldn't then maliciously use that against you 3 years down the line when you aren't looking, you know, kicking you when you're down, figuratively speaking, like shit like that. I wish that was not the case. But then I guess everybody wants that to be. I don't know. Denmark's suffering is the only good thing. What? How long ago was what? I mean, countries like Japan and Denmark are suffering from that. Japanese population dire condition as far as their low birth rate. Yes. There actually is an interesting reason for not just culturally, but chemically. We were talking about chemicals earlier. We've been using too many contraceptives, and it is having an adverse reaction to populations, human populations. It's like actively making everybody significantly less fertile, and it's ruining basically the whole old structure of society. Excessive use of contraceptives has contributed in a way I don't think anybody is fully paying attention to. So, you know, try not to use chemical birth control if you can avoid it. It's bad. And it's usually kind of bad for you, too. There we go. I like that. That looks good. I've like 6, mate. You just need one to tell you. Touch Ellie's paws more than handshake. Yeah, I guess so, but how would you get to Ellie without getting to me first? Probably around 2015. Oh. Video about burning trees, the one specific track that was so good. Burning trees? What, Operation No Trees? I don't remember that one. I could look it up for you, Jayhawk. Maybe I can find it. I could have guessed that chemically. Yes, exactly, Stone. It is a dire situation that is actively unfolding that people are not paying attention to. Chemical contraceptives have actually kind of ruined society. And it's almost exclusively because they've been abused. It's because of runoff into water and other things of that nature. That's usually why. It's a bad situation, and I don't know that there's any real cure for it. And it may be one of those things people don't take seriously until it's too late. So who knows? Chemical birth control, like the pill. Yes, it is the pill. It is actually just the pill. That is exactly the cause. Because, see, here's the thing. Those hormones don't degrade. They end up in the water supply. And those hormones are still chemically active. Or biologically active, I should say. And as a result, that is a very bad situation. Especially for unborn children. You'll just post in Discord. Okay, yeah, be sure to. I will, I'll get to you. I want to know what song this is, too. I might be able to help you as well. Game is ending soon. We barely still down. Okay. Ask any girl, lol. I went to nurse's office school, headache. She offered you birth control. Jesus Christ. That should not be happening to young girls. That is fucking frightening. Because, see, that's even worse. You're too young. That will ruin your development. Okay. So we got 2 passageways here and here. And I think last thing I'll do. Okay, so that peeks out there. Last thing I'll do is make a sea lantern pattern in this obsidian. I haven't done those in a while. Yeah, that peaks out there. Stomachache, hurt. Good lord. Are there any birth control methods that aren't absolutely fucked? Yeah. There really aren't any good ones that are not, like, kind of risky. Chemically. If you're going for the chemical aspect. Your alternatives are physical. And in all honesty, they're better for you because at least the physical ones don't hurt your health. Because birth control will also damage, you know, blood vessels. It will, it has blood clot side effects. It's got a lot of nasty side effects to it. Really do not recommend it. And, yeah. There just aren't many good options, unfortunately. There's nothing that's like a cure-all. You know what I mean? Take Motrin or something? Yeah, that might help. But overall, yeah, we're setting ourselves up as a society for a lot of problems. Whoops. Yeah, well, that's not something people are willing to accept. Pentagon. I wish it was that simple, but no. Like, self-control is not something people are taught. You are not allowed to have self-control in this day and age. Oh wait, shit. I screwed up the pattern. There we go. Better to get I don't know. Well, all I'm gonna say is you will have consequences of your actions. And self-control is usually the one that has the least consequences. And I'm talking negative health effects. So just beware. Like, anything you do will have a negative health side effect. So, like, try to mitigate as much of that as is possible. Within reason. Oh, whoops. Okay. This is why pegging is infinitely better. Wow. I don't recommend that, but you do you. That just sounds painful to me. Oh well. I don't have to worry about that. That ain't none of my concern. Okay. No, this should probably go over one more block. Yeah, that's much better. If you could vaccinate, you're sterilized. No, I highly doubt that. I'm sure we will find that there are side effects to even that, but I actually don't think it's been enough time for us to fully know everything about it. So we'll see. Whether or not that's true, only time will tell. But time will certainly tell. You needn't worry about that. I have to look under my bed. No, I'm good. Jacob Ribson. Nice name. Strategy to fight El Chapo in a cage. Yeah, just punch his face in. El Chapo would not be that big of a threat for... Well, for me, he wouldn't be a trouble. But for most people, maybe he would be. And I'm not saying he's not, like, in shape or anything. Just that I wouldn't be worried about a gangster. Because a human can be fought and beaten. And ultimately, El Chapo is a human. It would be shit like a wild bear and, you know, a giant lion and crap like that. Tips for fighting a grizzly bear in a cage match. And I'm like, geez. Like, yeah, do what you can. Try to survive. Try to hold your own. But, like, against a human, oh, you have a plethora of options. Like, just punch him really hard if you're capable of it. And there you go. Or you go for the numerous weaknesses like the throat. Or you go for, you know, the solar plexus, the nose. Like they're just... You have so many options. I wouldn't be worried about fighting someone like El Chapo or a gangster. Yeah, they would probably be a threat, and yes, he probably does have fighting experience and so on, but, like, realistically, a human is a beatable foe, no matter who they are, because humans have very defined weaknesses, physiologically. I'm worried more about animals, you know, non-human creatures. They would be a genuine threat. They would be a real problem to think about in a cage match. But everybody else, I don't know. I'm not so worried about it. An African bull elephant in a cage match. Oh my god. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like really, really, really hard to determine animal-human fights. Like, try to not get stomped. Like, that's realistically all you can do anyway. So, I don't know. Like, I don't have a strategy to fight an animal, especially a really, really big, really ferocious animal like a lion, a bear, a tiger, a bull elephant, etc., etc. Like, hold on to your pants and hope you don't get BTFO'd so badly they come off. So that you don't die with your pants down. That's realistically your only option. Other than that, good luck. How to beat Chuck Norris in a cage match. Oh, that would be significantly easier. Chuck Norris is an old man now. I wouldn't care about fighting Chuck Norris. Yeah, he definitely has fight in him, and I'm sure he's skilled and all that, but Chuck Norris is an old man now. That's just how it is. I'm really not scared of someone like Chuck Norris. Yeah, we joked about him on the internet and all those years ago, but he's not really that good anymore. He's just a guy. That's it. It's really no more special than that. So hey, whatever. Strategy to fight Adobe. 1. Taunt them with the idea of money by making their products more expensive. Release a pirated version of their software while they're distracted to take them down. How to beat Mike Tyson. Well, Mike Tyson has, as far as I'm aware, has Mike Tyson been beaten? He doesn't box anymore, though, does he? Or fight, or whatever it is he does, or did. I don't know. Try to not get knocked out. The only strategy I can think of that would be of any value is the one where I don't lose. Try to make it hard to lose, rather. Oh, he's in a wheelchair now. Oh my god. Chuck Norris is, or Mike Tyson? Which, to be fair, it is to be expected. Old guy with a lisp now. Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of these people have just gotten older. And it is what it is. Strategy to fight TON512 Black Hole. No. If you're in a cage match with Ton 512, that's it. You have already lost. You're in a cage. The match is over by default because you're in a cage with a black hole nearby. I don't think I need to tell you how dunzo you are. Strategy to fight universal entropy. Well, first you enslave these poor middle school girls and then offer them a pact on how to beat or how to get a wish granted or whatever the catch was. And then in exchange for their eternal souls, you farm their emotions for energy. And in this manner, you keep the universe perpetually running. Oh, wait, is that too devious? Is that too evil? All the while, you harp on how human emotions are weird and that, you know, people who have emotions are, like, mentally unstable. Does that sound too familiar? Best character lore you've ever heard? What? Crowbar fought against a black hole and won by putting a ring around it. I mean, as an Isaac Arthur fan, I'm fully aware of what black hole civilizations are going to look like. So I don't know. I wouldn't say he necessarily won. I would say the black hole, until the day it evaporates, I would count the black hole as the winner. I wonder if any black holes have yet evaporated in the universe. Strategy on how to fight Gibbs. Free energy equals 0 in a caveman. What? What's Gibbs free? I don't know. You act like you've never had to fist fight a black hole in the middle school. Well, no, I haven't. And I hope I never do. But then again, I'm also not in middle school and haven't been for many, many years, so... I guess that's an experience I will miss out on. Oh my god. I need that water. I'm just happy that I'm alive. I'm just jazzed to be here. I ain't worried about no cage matches, or black holes, or what'll happen when the universe's entropy levels reach 100%. That is a problem to tussle with another century, in another lifetime, in a galaxy far, far away. I'll let some other egghead scientist figure that one out. There we go. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, I didn't goof. I got it right. That's 3 blocks there. I should check to no. I can't fight myself, Poncho. Hush. Strategy to fight Lady Agnes in a cage match. I don't know, probably get her in a chokehold and just make her go to sleep for a while. That would probably win, right? Assuming, of course, that said cage match doesn't get the police called on me. Wait a minute. There we go. I imagine if I did have a cage match with Lady Agnes, it would not end well, and I would probably go to jail. Because, I mean, realistically, you know, I'm a lot bigger than Lady Agnes. I highly doubt she'd survive if I was going all out. He starts punching himself in the head repeatedly, make the voices stop. That's a good strategy. to get yourself thrown in the loony bin. No thank you. How have we been losing to the Pistons and the Rockets? Because your team sucks. Deal with it, Ani. GPT Basalt would win by demonstrating his disappearing act. Okay. I think that's it for the wall and floor patterns. Although I do kind of want to put something in here. I'm not sure what yet. And I've got to spruce up this layer too, because it's kind of empty in places. MK, wait for the server lag spike and get started to do it for you. Oh. Fight a guy with troll face skin and 64 suits of armor in a cage match. Oh god. Hope your friends teleporting in constantly will lag him out and cause him to, you know, lose instantly, at which point he will bitch and moan for a month and a half. Oh yeah, this layer is empty too. I should probably do something with this as well. Sell free death messages. Yeah, exactly. Scream Jumanji. What does Jumanji have to do with anything? Well, physically hurt anyone on a Mojang team. Just pull out the computer and tell them to write lines of code and you won't have to do anything else. Damn. Sick burn, dude. I wonder when the last time they got anything done was. The Mojangsters. Okay, so that's pretty decent for now. I think I'm gonna leave it here. Man, I really don't know what to put down there now. Well, the place has come along quite well. Oh man, how's it a burn? If it's true, it's a burn because it's true. Have I ever eaten agar? No. It would not taste good. No, don't eat that. What on earth is wrong with you, dude? Ani, stay away from all the lab supplies, man. You're gonna hurt yourself one day. Let me just, you know, pop this cultured medium for growing bacteria in my mouth. Like, ugh. What's this Egyptian? He's on the Sphinx? I have no idea. It's just a song I found, man. Okay. Well, at any rate, pop back in. Okay. Well, that was an interesting little session we had there. I quite enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for coming out. I've talked myself silly. Pretty much. The lab is your home. Oh, man. Oh, the wheat farm. Yeah, I need to do that. That's a good point, Pancho. I'll have to download and save that little... where did you post that? I should probably save that. That was really good. Was that in Minecraft discussions? Okay, see you, Gadar Kumar. Saw a person stick their hand in 100 molar... Oh my god. Did he immediately rinse it off? I would hope. I can imagine that if you got quick enough to a faucet, you could probably just dilute it off to the point where it wouldn't hurt you anymore. It would probably burn slightly, but it would ultimately be... Ah, here it is. Okay, build inspirations. Yeah, I got it. I've saved it now. Cool. Yeah, it's okay. I got it. All right. Well, at any rate, everybody, thank y'all so much. I'm going to probably... I don't know. I can't do that, though, the weed farm. I can't do that in here, in this, because this is supposed to be a touristy area. We can do that somewhere else. Like, this building right here has, like, a lot of empty space. And I don't know what to do with it. And so it's got a sort of tiered look to everything, so I could use this for like growing plants and other things and just stuff of that nature, you know, something different. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, at any rate, thank y'all so much for coming out and giving me a moment of your time. I appreciate it so much. Thank y'all. I love y'all. You'll have a great evening. Follow me on all my socials, link down below. Subscribe and like and all that other stuff. Leave a comment, etc., etc. All this junk YouTube wants us to do. Whew, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Hardcore with Jack. Thank you all so much. Y'all have a great evening. Goodbye.